How's everybody today? Well, obviously, we've reached a halfway point of the season, which to the team I call the second quarter of the season. And we're not anywhere close to where we want to be or where we hope to be. But there was times yesterday that I saw a team that looked the way I wanted our football team to look. Obviously, in the first half, I thought on offense we kind of played the way I kind of like to play, and I think our players enjoyed that part of it to start the game. I think on defense, I thought we played a tremendous first half. And what we got to do is put a full game together, offense, defense, and special teams. We haven't been able to do that yet. And that's something we're going to continue to work on and work through. Our players came in today like they normally do, very excited about getting into the tape and seeing what we can do better. It's a resilient group. They work extremely hard. I think they understand our process. You know, we can't undo yesterday. We can just learn from it and grow from it. You know, there's always lessons and losses, and we've had several. So there's been a lot of lessons to learn, and hopefully we'll keep growing from it. And I don't detect anybody, falling off or discouraged. We're disappointed, to a man, to a coach, because we haven't been able to get it done, but we're not discouraged. And I think we're determined to stay after it and keep working at it, and we'll continue to do so. Obviously, we got some injuries still to deal with. Cody Kessler, obviously, he's cleared, and we'll see more of him this week. He needs to practice now, and we'll see where all that goes. Corey Coleman is cleared to come out and practice. That's exciting to get him back. Totally looking forward to having Corey back out there. He's been around, run around a little bit and shoulder pass and those things, but he's chomping at the bit to get back out there and play with his teammates, and I think that'll help us on offense. Bodie Calhoun, he didn't have a concussion. He was taken out, as a precaution, and we'll see exactly where he is as we go through the week. And then Tank Carter, he is in the concussion protocol. So I wanted to make sure I didn't miss out on anybody that way. Obviously, we added what I think is a tremendous football player to our team today, and Jamie Collins. It's another sign of where I think we're headed. I think Dee and Jimmy and Sashi and AB and Paul, because I think we're always looking for ways to improve our team. And I think we truly did so here today. Had an opportunity to talk to Jamie on the phone. It was a great conversation. I think he's going to come here with an open mind and come here and play football. He's kind of a quiet young man who I think the most important thing to him is playing. I think that's what's important to him. But looking forward to meeting him and spending time with him and getting him acclimated here as soon as we can, getting him to know his teammates and learning our system and what we do. So, again, we're working at this thing, every day, 24/7. That's all I think about, because obviously for our fans, for our players, for everybody involved with this organization, as I said when I first came here, we're gonna find a way to win, and that's what my expectation is, and I'm not backing off of that. Okay.
How do you think Collins fits in your defense? Exactly where?
I think he's a tremendous pass rusher. He can play linebacker. I think there's several things he can do. He has a real versatile skill set, because he's done both there at New England. So we'll definitely find ways to plug him in, and have him be a contributing member to our defense.
His contract obviously is up after this season. How important is it to sign him, and is this an 8-game kind of tryout with him? Or
No, I don't think we want to try him out. I think we love to keep him, obviously, but, it's got to be mutual, and hopefully we can move in that direction. But I think it's him getting him here, having him getting to know us get to know him, and, again, we know what he is. We know what he brings to the table, and I don't think we would have done this if we don't think there's an opportunity, to move forward with him. We'll see. Let's get him here, and I think it's where his comfort level is. I think is what's most important, and then we'll kind of work around that.
Do you think Cody will go back to being the starter?
That I think it's too early to talk about those things. You know, I think obviously Joshua started last week, and we got to make sure that Cody's ready to go. I know he's out of the concussion protocol, but he's got practice football, so I'll worry about that as we kind of move through the week.
After some of these losses, one of the common themes has been tackling and talking to obviously you, Ray, and even the players in the locker room. How do you correct that in the middle of the season when that's kind of been a common theme?
It's tough, you know. We obviously, I think practicing angles and making sure that everybody's around the ball is probably the most common things you can do, because obviously we're not going to go tackle our own teammates here in practice, you know, out of fear of injury. But you know, hopefully at this time, I mean, we're not the only team missing tackles. Please, I mean, their team missed tackles too. They're just not missing them when guys are going into the end zone. You know, I'm just being very honest. That's what it is. And yeah, we got to get guys on the ground better. You know, and there has been a fundamental issue through our season. So I know we work at it. You know, we address it each and every week, but we just got to continue to get better at it. We got to find different ways of addressing it to get it better.
When you talked to Jamie on the phone, was there a discussion about going from a potential Super Bowl contender to a winless team, and what's the mindset there?
You know what? This young man is, I think he gets it. What I mean by that, you know, there are decisions sometimes that are out of players' hands, you know, and I think what's most important to him, he's just excited to have the opportunity, and we're excited to have him here.
When you went back and watched the film, were you able to identify any things that really changed between the first half and second half to slow you down on either side?
Make plays. I mean, it wasn't their halftime adjustments, I can assure you that. And it wasn't our lack of halftime adjustments. It was more the plays are there to be made, and I think our players will be the first to tell you we left a lot out there offensively, and I think there's some things that we didn't do as well as we did in the first half defensively. So it wasn't any new scheme or things that we saw or we didn't adjust or any of that. I just think for whatever reason in the second half, you know, when it's time, when it's go time, you know, as people say, it's money time, whatever you want to call it. We're not doing it as well as I think we can, and that's been kind of our Achilles heel this year. So I got to get it solved, and that's my job, along with our staff, is to put our players in better position. I'm not going to run on the field and put a stake in the middle of the field or do something crazy like I told our players. I mean, we got to figure this out together and just go finish the game. When you get good, when we get good here, we won't be having this discussion. I promise you that.
How much do you think you can attribute that to the youth of your roster?
Could be. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to make it about that. They're pro NFL players now, but are they young? Yeah, you know, and some of the plays that are missed are by some of our young guys. But at the same time, they're out there playing, so we feel good about them, and that's who's out there playing. So they got to make those plays when they present themselves.
A couple of your defensive players did say it was halftime adjustments by the Jets. You're adamant that it wasn't. Why?
No,
why are you so
because
adamant?
they didn't do anything different. When I looked at the first half tape and I watched that very closely, I think, you know, you guys caught those guys right after the game, and that's very easy to say because I don't think they saw the game neither. They just got done playing in it. And I think if you go back and see them, and obviously I didn't bring it up, I think they feel differently today after watching the tape. I don't think they did anything any different. The quarterback got hot. He's a streaky player, and he made plays. And on defense, for them, there was plays that we had a chance to make we didn't make, you know. And I don't like Josh's shoulder to blame. To me, everything with this football team, offensively, defensively, and special teams starts with me. So this is a top-down thing, you know. I'm not trying to micromanage, but I don't want our players to take that all on, you know, because everybody plays a role in everything. You know, it takes 11 players to play. So we just got to play better everywhere. We're not there yet, and that's okay.
In a perfect world, would you want to keep taking a look at Cody since he was coming along so well?
I want to take a look at everybody. You know, I think everybody, you know, who's healthy needs to play. My number one goal, Mary Kay, is to win football games. This is not a popularity contest to me or this or that. I'm trying to win games because that's what my mission is, you know, with our players and our coaches. Win as many games as we can. I'm not trying to see this or that. It gives us an opportunity to. We've done that. But I think at the same time, the number one goal is to try to win, you know.
When do you anticipate making the quarterback decision then?
Sometime this week. Obviously. I'm not going to make it today. I'm not going to make it tomorrow. I don't even talk to you guys tomorrow, right? So, yeah, I do. Don't? No, I don't. Okay. I forgot the schedule there, Peter. Well, I don't think it matters today, though. I mean, I'm being very honest. I mean, why do I have to talk about that today when I'm going to talk to you guys at some other point in time during the week? I mean, I'm not going to tell you the day I'm making that decision. I don't know. I mean, we're going to go practice, and I'm going to let Cody practice, and Josh is going to practice, and then we'll figure it out from there.
The little rap on Jamie that I've been reading, Collins that I've been reading today was that he was freelancing and not playing within the scheme that Bill Belichick wanted him to do. And did you?
He can
notice-
freelance for me then. Hey, the way he freelances is okay with me. No, I don't. What happened there is not what's important, you know, for us here. We see a player that's very talented and has a tremendous skill set that fits in with what we do. So he's a Cleveland Brown now.
You all had a really fast start in the first half, over 100 yards received, just 3 targets in the second half. What happened?
It wasn't just 3 targets. You guys just seen the ball go towards him 3 times. I think that's what you guys counted. The ball should have went over there quite a few times. It didn't. You know, so again, that's my point. There's things that we got to continue to get better at. You know, it's not about him having a fast start. He caught the balls that were thrown to him, and he dropped some that was thrown to him. So he's got to continue to get better too. You know, so it's not just about Terrell. We have an offensive team. The ball don't just go to one guy. You know, we spread the ball around to a lot of different guys, and he was fortunate to make the plays he made early. He had some chance to make some later, and we didn't make them. It's that simple.
Was there an issue with the route in the first interception, or was
No.
that just a bad throw?
No, it just didn't work out.
Should we assume that Collins will know enough to play in this first game?
Oh, I hope so. Yeah, I mean, we'll day and night if we have to. Yes, sir.